creepypastas?
I got mine in my
I'm
mind.
just sitting here. I'm gonna sit here and laugh at you guys. I was being dead serious.
Find yourself a creepypasta, Levi.
I'm gonna
I can't
find
read
one.
in front of people.
Participate.
Yeah,
Even
you
people that I
can,
know.
Levi.
It's just
Believe in
impossible.
yourself.
I can't. I don't believe in
Yes,
myself.
you can.
I can't do it.
It doesn't matter how
Okay.
bad it is.
Believe in yourself.
It's less that I can't do it and more that I don't want to do it.
Well, you
Okay,
need
no,
to be
I'm-
slapped then. Go find one.
Well, I know I need to be slapped, but seriously.
Yeah,
I will probably
no.
stutter like 6 times and having it on
I don't
YouTube
care.
won't help.
Alright,
Yeah,
slap you.
I'm putting my foot down here, guys. I'm putting my foot
Fine,
down here.
then. Be slapped.
Yeah, fine.
How about you, Ty? You find
Be
your
that way, then.
yo creepypasta? Yo, 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 yo.
I'm gonna wing it.
Alright, that's a great
Ooh,
one.
he's gonna wing it.
Okay, oops. Oops.
You're
Yeah.
gonna find one with a really low rating.
I found
That's
mine.
either-
the best way to go.
Yeah. I agree with that,
And they
actually. I
came
think I
home
might change mine.
safely.
And they came home safely.
Dun, 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 dun.
Best creepypasta ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There's a really bad creepypasta called Jeff the Potato.
Oh, God.
No, that's what mine has a potato in it, so no.
No, I'm not reading.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with my original one.
No
I'm
troll
just gonna-
pastas. It just doesn't work like that. Nobody can have troll pasta.
I'm just gonna.
Period.
I have to find some of the terrible. Alright, let's see. Top 5 worst creepypastas in existence. Dead Man Jim.
Don't do this, guys.
Dead Man Jim.
Please.
There's
Dead Man Jim.
Dead
Really?
Man Jim. Okay, let's see. It's about a guy named Jimmy. He gets stabbed to death, and that's the end. Alright.
Oh my God.
There's,
Spooky.
there's one.
I got a really good one.
Three spooky 5 me.
There's one called Who Was Phone? Who was phone?
Who was
with a
phone?
question mark at the end of it.
Dun 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 dun. If you guys want crappy creepypastas, look up Some Ordinary Gamers shitpastas.
The next 3, the last 3 are all Sonic creepypastas, which is to be expected.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sonic.exe is pretty cliche.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, and then there's also Tails Doll, and then another Sonic creepypasta.
Tails Doll's horrible.
I've never read a
Like,
Tails Doll.
that shouldn't
Okay, I
even
found
be.
a great one.
Okay.
That shouldn't even be considered a creepypasta.
You wanna go? Who wants to go
10
first?
out of 10.
I'm not going
going
first.
We need to
I'm
save the
not.
best for last. Even
Well,
though
okay.
This doesn't live
By
up
not
to
going
last
first, I
year's.
mean I'm not doing it. So.
Alright, fine.
I'll go take second, I guess.
Alright, what about you, Ty? You wanna go first?
I'll go first. I've been thinking of it in my head. And I
Good.
could try.
You went first last time, so
You
it's only
try.
fair. It's only fair. Just
It's
keep
tradition.
Yeah.
Well, mine's, I was gonna do, like, Eyeless Jack Part 2, but I have a TF2 one since
I
I'm
love
playing
it.
TF2 right now.
I
Oh
love
my gosh.
I love Shaq.
I think there's only like one of those ever.
No, there's
I love
actually
Shaq.
multiple. There's actually multiple TFT.
Is there?
Yeah.
I haven't heard any TF2 creepypastas yet.
There's one with like an engineer with bleeding eyes. It's nice.
Oh, mine's about the
Vagineer is
scariest thing
borderline.
in the game. Besides the Vagineer.
I see.
Vagineer. Okay.
Well, there's an item for the Halloween thing, the seal mask.
Oh no.
Oh my
And
god.
how the seal mask came about, no one really knows. It just came out from a Halloween event. And everybody knows there's the 3 brothers. There's Redman, Blueman, and Gray. Well, there's a 4th brother,
Oh.
Sealman.
Oh.
Sealman.
Spooky.
Woohoo! Lightning.
3 spooky 5 me.
Now, Sealman wasn't just a normal brother, but he made seal robots,
Whoa.
mercenaries.
Oh.
He was combined all 3, and he was gonna be killed. Like Grayman was gonna be killed, but then the Eagle saved Grayman, and you'd guess it. Cheetah saved Sealman. Kind of weird. I don't know why. But...
You guessed it. A seal.
Bitch, you guessed it. A seal.
Now Sealman, he grew up in
Woo! You was
grew up in the
right.
Sahara Desert. It's really creepy. Why a seal? But no one really questions it. Valve is creepy.
Of course.
And all the mercenaries, they were SEALs and all that. You had the flamethrower guy, you had the snipey, you got scoutsy and all that. And then Sealman, he created the 10th class, Sanic,
Sanic.
the snake.
The snake.
Now
Man.
Sanic the snake got taken out in update number, but 302.
302.
And with this update, we never saw Sanic again. The reactions make it so much better. So Sealman was
What
mad.
reactions?
And he went to Valve headquarters, and then he took out the actual main developer, Gabe. No one knew Gabe could die.
No!
Oh, snap.
I thought Gabe was
Gabe.
gone.
We all did.
Oh.
And then it happened. So then Sealman and Gaben were both memories of the past, and then we came into 2014, got the new update, got new guns. But rumor has it that Seal Mask is still inside one of them today. So every time you see someone with a Seal Mask, it's not them playing, but someone being possessed by Sealman.
Oh.
Too
No.
spooky for me.
Hashtag long live Gaben. That was
My-
all reply. I didn't know what to say.
My god, that story had all the emotions of Game of Thrones. It had the sadness.
It was like
It had-
a roller coaster.
It had the
Basically a Game of
Roller
Thrones
Had to go
episode.
on
coaster
a
of
field.
emotions.
it had the love interest.
Feels on
It
the
had the
bus going
heartbreak.
round.
It had the action. It had the story of friendship and friendship breaking, and then the murder for revenge, and then one being killed, and then them being friends after one dies,
And incest.
and then incest.
Whoa.
I think I'll rate that creepypasta a 10 out of 10. That was the best.
I'm gonna name it
Wow,
8 Xanax
yes.
out
Thank
of
you.
7 Greymen. Or not
7 Greymen.
White Greymen.
7.
Just
Why-
remember,
Why not?
Seal Mask is in this all.
Alright, Levi,
Yes.
I want you to read a creepypasta or else I'm gonna
I can't do this.
I'm gonna-
We're
I
gonna
can't.
slap
I'm gonna hit you.
That's fine. I will
Yeah,
take
I'm gonna-
3
it-
slaps
We're gonna
from each
slap
of
you through it.
I'm gonna stab you. No, I'm gonna shun
That's
you
fine.
We're gonna
forever.
slap you so hard.
That's
you're gonna
okay.
turn into
I'm
a
completely
black
okay with that.
person. That makes sense.
What? You're gonna slap
so
the white out of me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Were you just hoping
Gonna
that nobody
slap
heard
that white
that?
right off of your face.
I was quiet there for
So
a
who's
little
next?
bit. No longer.
Ancient Swaganese.
Well, I wish
No
you would
longer.
be next, so I didn't have to go, but
What?
Wait,
But-
Hannah, didn't you say you'd go second?
I mean, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could go if you don't want to go, because I'm about ready to
Yeah,
read.
you should go. I'm still thinking.
Okay, I have to just real quick scroll and see how... Okay, this is a little longer than I remember it being, but whatever. Alright.
Who cares?
I'm reading Mr. Widemouth.
I'm clearing my throat, even though I'm not actually...
You're helping me. Alright. When I was a child, my family moved around a lot.
Oh my god.
We never stayed in the same place for long. See, alright, let me start over. I lost my I'm so terrible at this. When I was a child, my family moved around a lot. We never stayed the same place for long, and it seemed as if we were always on the move. Because of this, many of my early memories are fuzzy and unclear. Next page. However, there is one period of time that remains as clear in my mind as though it all happened just yesterday. I often wonder whether these memories were simply hallucinations caused by the long sickness I experienced that spring. But in my heart, I know they were real. Next page.
So much emotion.
We were... I'm Shakespeare. I'm a natural
Let me get the tissue.
Shakespeare. We were living in a large house on the outskirts of the city. I don't know why I aged 60 years just then, but... As a family of 3, we didn't really need such a big home, and there were a number of rooms that we never used during the 5 months we spent there. In some ways, it was a waste of space, but it was the only house we could find at the time that was close to my father's place of work. The day after my 5th birthday, I came down with a terrible fever. That's like me. That happens to me every single year. The doctor had said, to rest in the bed for 3 weeks and concentrate on getting well. It was a horrible time to be bedridden, as we were getting ready to move. Yeah, to move, and most of my toys were already packed away in boxes. My bedroom was almost empty, and I had very little to keep myself in it. I'm dyslexic, apparently.
Yes, you are.
My mother brought me
Hey,
some...
that's not funny.
some
That's a
ginger
real
ale.
disease.
No, I'm serious. I can't read this. My mother brought me some ginger ale and a few books several times a day. Other than that, there was precious little for me to do. I was always bored and grew more miserable by the day. I don't exactly recall how I met Mr. Widemouth. I think it was about a week after I was diagnosed with the fever and confined to bed. My first memory of him is when I asked him if he had a name. He told me to call him Mr. Widemouth because his mouth was large. In fact, everything about him was large in comparison to his body. His head, his eyes, his crooked ears, but his mouth was by far the largest. You look kind of like a Furby, I said as he slipped through one of my books. Mr. Widemouth stopped and gave me a puzzled look. Furby? What's a Furby? He asked. I shrugged. You know, the toys. The little furry robots with big ears. You can pet them and feed them almost like they're real pets. Dun dun dun! Oh, replied Mr. Widemouth, you don't need one of those. They aren't the same as having a real friend. That was a blow to my heart just there. I love Furbies. I remember that Mr. Widemouth seemed to disappear every time my mother stopped by to check in on me. I hide under your bed, he later explained. I don't want your parents to see me because I'm afraid they won't let us play together anymore. We didn't do much during those first few days. Mr. Widemouth just looked at my books, fascinated by the stories and pictures they contained. The third or fourth morning after I met him, he greeted me with a large smile on his face. I have a new game we can play, he said. We have to wait until your mother comes to check on you because she can't see us play it. It's a secret game. My mother came in with a few more books. Why? And some soda at the usual time. After she left, Mr. Widemouth slipped out from under the bed and tugged me by the hand. We have to go to the room at the end of the hallway, he said. I objected at first because my parents had forbidden me to leave my bed without their permission. Mr. Widemouth persisted until finally I gave in. The room at the end of the hall had no furniture or wallpaper. Its only distinguishing feature was a window opposite the doorway. Mr. Widemouth darted from across the room.
That's exactly like my room.
Oh! Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh!
No.
We were on the second floor of the house, but it was on a hill, and from the angle the drop was more than 2 floors due to the incline. This kid knows, like, lots of vocabulary up in this house, yo.
Vocabulary.
I like to pretend up here, Mr. Widemouth explained. I pretend that there's a big soft trampoline below this window, and if I jump, if you pretend hard enough, you bounce back up, like a feather. I want you to try. I was a 5-year-old with a high fever, so I wasn't thinking very clearly as I looked down and considered the possibility. It's a long drop, I said. But that's all part of the fun, he replied. It wouldn't be fun if it was only a short drop. If it were, that way you might as well just bounce on a real trampoline. I toyed with the idea of picturing myself falling through thin air back to the window on something unseen by human eyes, but the realist in me prevailed. Maybe some other time, I said. I don't know if I have enough imagination. I could get hurt. Mr. Widemouth's face contorted into a snarl, but only for a moment. Anger gave way to disappointment. If you say so, he sighed. He spent the rest of the day under my bed, quiet as a mouse. The following morning, Mr. Widemouth arrived holding a small box. I want to teach you how to juggle, he said. Here are some things you can use to practice before I start giving you lessons. I looked in the box. It was full of knives. My parents will kill me, I shouted. Horrified that Mr. Widemouth had brought knives into my room, my parents would never allow me to touch them. I'll be spanked and grounded for a year! Mr. Widemouth friend. It's fun to juggle with these. I want you to try it. I pushed the box away. I can't! I'll get in trouble. Knives aren't safe to just throw around in the air. Mr. Widemouth's frown deepened into a scowl. He took the box of knives and slid himself under my bed. He remained there for the rest of the day. I began to wonder how often he was under there. I started having trouble sleeping after that. Mr. Widemouth often woke me up at night saying he put a real trampoline under the window, a big invisible one. He said that I couldn't see it in the dark. I always declined and tried to go back to sleep, but Mr. Widemouth persisted. Sometimes he stayed by my side until early in the morning, encouraging me to jump. God, that would drive me insane. It was just, like, with annoyance.
Jump, 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 jump.
It wasn't so fun to play with anymore. Or he wasn't so fun to play with anymore. My mother came to me one morning and told me I was well enough to go outside and walk around for a while. She thought the fresh air would do me some good, especially after being confined to my room for so long. Ecstatic, I put my sneakers and trotted out to the back porch, yearning to feel the sun on my face. Mr. Widemouth... Yeah. Feel the sun. Yearning to feel the sun. Put my sneakers. I don't know what, yeah. Mr. Widemouth was outside waiting for me. I have something I want you to see, he said. I must have given him a weird look because he added, it's safe, I promise. I followed him and he led me to a trail that ran through the woods behind the house. This is an important path, he explained. I've had a lot of friends about your age. When they were ready, I took them down this path to a special place. You aren't ready yet, but one day I hope to take you there. I returned to the house wondering what kind of place lay at the end of the trail. 2 weeks after I met Mr. Widemouth, we packed the last of our belongings into a moving truck and were about to set off on the long drive to our new home. I considered telling Mr. Widemouth that I would be leaving, but even at 5 years old I was beginning to suspect that perhaps his intentions were not to my benefit, despite what he claimed. For this reason, I decided to keep my departure a secret. It was 4 a.m. by the time we were ready to leave. My mother helped me into the truck and my father was sitting behind the wheel. I placed my head against the window, hoping to get some sleep before the sun came up. As we backed out of the driveway, I looked up and saw Mr. Widemouth's silhouette in my bedroom window. He stood there, motionless, until the truck was about to turn onto the main road. He gave a pitiful little wave goodbye, a steak knife in his other hand. I didn't wave back. Years later, I was passing through the area and decided to return and pay a visit to that house. I found that the piece of land our house had stood on was empty, except for the foundation. The house had burned down a few years after we left. Out of curiosity, I followed the trail that Mr. Widemouth had shown me. Part of me expected him to jump out from behind a tree and scare the living daylights out of me, but I felt that Mr. Widemouth was gone, somehow tied to the house that no longer existed. The trail ended at a small cemetery. I noticed that many of the tombstones belonged to children. The end.
Oh. That was pretty creepy.
It's pretty spooky 5 May.
I know, I like that one. And then it's got a creepy ass picture of Mr. Widemouth.
Widemouth wearing a seal
That'll be in
mask?
the
Yeah,
description.
he is. Yeah, no, I'm just recording audio right now, so I'm gonna add pictures.
Spooky.
Oh.
He does not look like a Furby. I would like to point that out. He looks like just horrifying.
Death.
Yeah, like I would not want that anywhere near me, even if I were 5 years old.
I think I can go now.
All right, Hannah,
my
it's
gosh.
your turn. I'm ready for this.
Okay, so
Let's do this.
my story is called The Birthday Wizard.
Of course.
So my friend told me about the Birthday Wizard and I'm like, oh, this will be perfect. So as the Birthday Wizard, there was this little kid, and he was a little kid because that's what little kids do. And I'm making this up all on the spot. Okay, so he was a little kid, and there was
This is amazing.
You can do it.
You can breathe.
I will. Okay, the Birthday Wizard, he found him one day, at a place, and
Oh my gosh.
Too spooky.
I'm shaking. Oh my gosh.
You could just
And
end
the
it now,
birthday
like I'm already
wizard
too spooked.
started talking to him. Also, this is narrated by this old man. And
Okay,
he's talking
gotcha.
about this.
Hey!
Dang, girl.
So, one day, I was in the yard, and I was like, oh,
Herbert the pervert.
there's a man right there. I'll go over there, 'cause I'm a smart little child. And so, I went over there, and his name, it was the birthday wizard. That was his name. And I was like, whoa, that a crazy name. And the birthday wizard proclaimed that he was a wizard that granted birthdays. And so the little boy was like, what? What is that? I don't know what birthdays are. And
Of course.
This is so
the
heart-wrenching.
birthday wizard was like, okay, I will show you. Oh, that's not the right voice. I will show you birthdays are. And so the birthday wizard started granting his birthdays, and his age multiplied very, very quickly. It escalated at the speed of
Sound.
a car.
Of-
Yes. And
Going
so,
25 miles per hour.
At the
Ooh.
moment that the little boy had turned into a 25-year-old man, and the birthday wizard was like, that's what a birthday is. That's what a birthday is. And so the little boy is like, whoa, I'm old. And so he was really sad because he was really dumb, because he's just a little kid, but he was really old now. And so he's like, dang it, my whole life is basically gone. So he was really sad, and he wanted to revert back to his little boy self. So he asked the birthday wizard, why can't you turn me back? And he's like, you need to consult Father Time for that. Not me. I'm the birthday wizard! And so he tried to go back in his house, but his parents were like, whoa! What are you doing here, you creep? You creep? Get away! And they were like looking for their child, like, where'd that little kid go? Stupid! And so eventually they didn't find him, and the little boy just kind of lived in the yard, and he couldn't go inside.
And they let him live on their
Like-
Yes.
We're like, no, you can't go inside. So he just lived in the yard. And one day, the parents got a dog to fulfill their child's need, and the dog went out in the backyard one day, and he was like, it's a dog. You gotta remember, he's really stupid. And so he was like, it's a dog. And then the dog turned into the birthday wizard. And he was like, whoa, birthday wizard, I haven't seen you in a while. And the birthday wizard was like, hey man, I'm a dog now, isn't that cool? And the little boy's like, okay. And the birthday wizard wanted to fulfill his life as a dog because he did no longer want to be the birthday wizard. So he's like, I don't want to be a birthday wizard anymore. I'm gonna be a dog. So I'm gonna give you my powers of the birthday wizard. And so he gave them to the little boy, and so now the little boy has turned into the birthday wizard. And the birthday wizard, the original, has turned into a dog that lives with the family of the child. And the little boy, is now, he didn't know how to control his powers at first, so he turned hecka old, and he just wrote this story.
This
3
is
spooky,
amazing.
5 me.
That was amazing. You all just totally just...
That was so scary.
You
like,
just-
I'm going
you just-
last.
how did you
just
how did
shred-
you come up with
The
such a
original-
scary story?
I'm
No,
It's
the
not fair.
original story I was gonna tell was called The Lonely Potato, but then I decided to do this.
What a happy ending.
The Lonely
To a
Potato was gonna
creepypasta.
be a good one though.
Alright, I want Levi to read this one. Will you please read this one? Because it's short. It's short. It's short and it's
How
really
short?
good. It's short and it's really good.
How short?
Steam. I sent it in Steam chat. Wait. Never mind.
I
I didn't send it in Steam chat. It's too long for Steam chat, apparently.
Is it really?
I guess so.
Too long for
It's pretty
oh.
short though. It's like the lyrics of a song, basically. Where should I? Here, I'll just.
I'm not singing.
No, I'll send you the link to it. I'm not singing. Jesus Christ! I'm not asking you to sing.
Song lyrics. I heard song lyrics.
There,
I was
it's
immediately
a link.
Nope, not singing.
I
Thank
linked
you.
it. I linked it.
Castle of Spirits. What is this?
It's not. It's. You'll just read it. Read it and you get to. Read it until you get to.
Oh my god, this is pretty long.
Read it until you get to variations on this story. You only have to read up until.
Yeah.
Variations.
Oh, I don't want to do this.
Just do it.
I
It's
wanna
so
do
good.
this.
It's so good.
I can't. Good,
Please.
Alright, fine.
Yeah.
Just because you won't stop bothering me about it.
Yes. Finally, you're doing something after.
Humans can lick too. No, I'm not reading this. Humans can lick too. The title.
No, it's good. It's actually a good creepypasta. I've read this one before.
Alright. Yes. Humans can lick too. A young teenage girl lived at home with her mother, father, and her much-loved pet dog. Being 16 years old, her parents decided that she was now old enough to be left alone without a minder while they were out for the evening. Although there was some concern about leaving a young girl in a house all by herself, they knew she was sensible and would behave. And besides, she did have the pet Elsa.
I have no
I
idea
don't
what
even
that
know.
says. I'll say.
The dog
had
is
the
secretly
pet
the
dog
birthday
to look
wizard.
after her and keep her company. The parents left for the night, leaving emergency phone numbers and supplies for the night. The girl was thrilled to be spending her first night alone in her parents' house and mainly watched TV until 11 o'clock rolled around. Deciding she was tired, she moved upstairs to her comfy bedroom to retire for the night. Her trusty dog followed her all the time. After being asleep for a short time, she woke dripping noise coming from the bathroom. Not afraid, but curious as to what the noise was, she lowered her hand down beside her bed to gain a little comfort from the dog. She felt the warmth of his soft tongue as he licked her hand, showing her that he was okay and that everything would be alright. Feeling assured, she drifted off to sleep once more. Waking once again to the sounds of the dripping tap, or whatever it was, in the bathroom, she instinctively dropped her hand down to her pet dog. Once again, her dog offered up the loyal companionship that only a much trusted and loved pet can, and licked her hand, and she once again fell asleep. For the last time, she woke again. That annoying noise was still going. She reached for her dog, but found he wasn't there. Wondering where her parents were at the time of night, it was about 3 a.m. at this time, and looking for her dog, she walked around into the bathroom. A horrifying sight met her. The dog had been mutilated and was creating a dripping noise. The blood slowly fell and pooled on the floor below. Screaming, she ran back through the house and attempted to call the police. The phone was dead, and she turned to suddenly see her parents mutilated behind her. Her screams could be heard as she looked down, she looked down at a note written in blood. It read, "Humans can lick too, my..." Cunt. I can't read. "Humans can lick too, my beautiful." She then runs madly for the stairs, only to see a black figure waiting with open arms to catch her.
Ooh. It's actually disturbing.
Super spooky.
Yeah.
You
That's
didn't
not-
read it in your
that's not
kawaii
bad.
voice, Levi. Come on.
Yes, I don't want you.
Come on.
Here.
That was great. That was great. I'm proud of you. I'm
Jesus.
so proud of you.
No, it wasn't
Okay.
good. It was.
Hey,
it wasn't good
Elizabeth.
enough. I stuttered too
Yeah.
much.
I think we should ease up on making him watch Attack on Titan after doing that. We're proud of you, Levi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're proud of
Okay.
you. Zelda though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm just-
I know. I even
I'm just
have the
kidding.
game. I just can't be bothered to play it.
I'm just kidding. All right,
Please don't kill me.
all right, Liz. Oh, that's done. It's too late. You're on the list.
Should we have a contest
Okay.
for who did the best, like, awards for who
Okay,
did the
I'm
best?
gonna.
Sure, let's do that. Let's.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
best
Okay,
originality.
I'm
Okay, so
actually going to
we
We
read this
can't be the
something
judges
though.
though.
I'm
We can't be the
scared.
judges. The people in the comment section have to
Ooh,
be.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Wee brah.
All right. It's
Guess
it's,
who's gonna win?
it's Liz's
Me,
turn.
because I'm amazing.
And you actually read.
Um,
I'm proud of you.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
actually read.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna make this up. I'm scared.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Let's-
Hannah's
let's
was
do
pretty
this.
amazing. So.
Yeah.
Okay. The phone rang and it echoed throughout the lonesome house. I ran down the stairs and my hand embraced the phone as I broke out into a heavy rain of sweat. I did not like exercising. It was hella crazy. I picked up the phone. It almost slipped out of my sweaty hands. Hello? A loud screech of a voice answered. I am a cat! I gasped. I freaking hate cats! What the hell do you want? I heard a heavy breathing through the phone. Who the hell are you? I asked, as I cried. Cats made me want to slit my wrist and listen to Justin Bieber. That's how much I feared them.
Oh my God.
There was still no answer. I shook and I looked out the window. Rain poured down and a drunken deer rammed its head into the window and then it trotted away and hummed a lovely tune. There was a loud screech from the cat on the phone. Who are you? I am your mama. I am your mama. OMG, Mom, is that really you? I have wanted to meet you my whole life. Yeah, I am a cat that gives birth to humans. I was blessed by the worms that live in
my
the depths
God.
of the dampened ground. Damn, Mama! I am spooked! I said as I cried. I was beyond happy, but also scared. I didn't want a damn cat as my mama. Suddenly, the door slammed open. A cat holding a bottle of whiskey ran towards me on its hind leg.
Oh.
It kissed me on my left nostril and licked the inside of my nose.
No.
Oh yes, that is the taste I have been wanting to taste for my whole life.
I'm wanting to taste it for
I
a
am
long
your
time.
mama. I was happy to see my mom, yet I was still hella enraged because I didn't want a damn cat as my mother. The cat pulled a knife out of its majestic butthole and then brutally stabbed me. My bones shook as the knife squished into my flesh.
What?
Squish, squish, squishy, squish. I loved the smell of my flesh. It was very comforting. Everything turned dark. And
Very comforting.
I heard my mother whisper into my ear, I am your mama, but wait, I am not your mama. I am part of the Illuminati. I have for you.
Illuminati confirmed.
Everything went dark, and I then passed away.
I'm writing this from
The end.
heaven.
The plot twist was crazy.
That was intense!
That is...
That was like...
crazy.
That was like
So many
legit.
buttholes and... That was just...
I don't know. I'm surprised they made that up, like, on the
Oh my
spot.
god.
I don't...
I'm surprised that came
This
from
is
you.
why you're so much better at English, and I'm not good at English.
That was
How
horrifying.
to English.
Man, you
How
guys
to Illuminati story.
came up with
How
like...
to Illuminati story. Featuring
I like the different types of voices.
Yeah.
Added so much
Yes.
effect.
Yes, like the 6 different Liz voices, the 3 different cat voices, and the 18,000 different narrator voices.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I was like trying to play TF2 whenever you scream, like I shook so much.
Too spooky.
3 spooky
So
for
spooked.
you! 3 spooky 5 you, sorry. Jesus. That was
Yeah.
intense. That was some... I'm like, I don't want to go
That
to
was
sleep now.
cray-cray.
I can't sleep anymore.
Not gonna
The
be able
cray
to
button
sleep.
has been pushed.
You guys
Oh gosh.
completely beat me into submission with your creepypastas. Oh my god.
Totally, man.
Wow.
I should
I-
like write creepypastas for a living.
Yeah, you
I
should.
I think all the so serious commenters are gonna be like, Levi was the only one that... Oh, sorry, Earthscoven. No, Levi. Levi was the only one that read one seriously. Because why not in a Joker voice?
I read one
So
seriously.
serious.
Mine was serious and not serious. Mine is just weird.
No, guys, mine was so
100%
serious.
Yeah, yours
Okay.
was
Serious.
dark,
So
Hannah.
serious.
Mine was 100% serious.
Mine was
Yeah, this is
100%
a nice,
true.
calming story.
You know?
Yeah, Hannah's was just dark. See, the funny
Mine-
thing is,
Yeah,
Hannah's
it was
was
like
calming.
dark times.
the funny thing is,
Mine is like the kind of story you want to read to your grandchildren before they go to bed.
True.
you see, the thing
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
you can look into each and every one of you
Butthole
guys'
stories.
improv stories and then find a dark hidden meaning underneath it. like, for instance, for Hannah's story, the child who aged 60 years died alone in a front yard.
And was really, really dumb.
Yeah. And then Elizabeth's was just dark to begin with, because I mean, you got stabbed to death by your cat mom, who wasn't really your cat mom.
Yeah. Part of the Illuminati.
Oh snap! That was amazing. I think
This happened.
we done good.
Oh my goodness.
That was a successful Halloween.
We done did
creepypasta.
good.
Oh yeah.
It was. Good job, guys.
2
We all
out of
did
10s for
great.
me.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's perfect.